finally, as we celebrate this moment, I want to recognize a special group among us. Those of you in the audience who are proud alumni. Spartans support Spartans. And that's especially evident when family, friends, and fellow graduates come together to cheer you on. If you're a proud SJSU graduate here today, please stand if you're able so we can thank you for being part of this enduring legacy. All Spartan alumni, please stand. Now, Spartans, on a more somber note, a member of the class of 2025 passed away. They would have received their degree from San Jose State. The university has approved the conferring of this degree posthumously. The Mitiku family is with us today. It's an honor to confer posthumously a Bachelor of Arts in Economics to Matthew Mitiku, and our Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. Mari Fuentes Martin, is presenting the degree to the family, who is right here with us. I now welcome Dean Todd back to the podium.
We would like to take this opportunity to introduce members of the platform party who you will not meet at the podium. Graduates, they are here to honor and celebrate your accomplishments. I would like to name each of them, ask that they stand if they are able when their name is called, and remain standing until all have been introduced, at which point we will give them a warm Spartan acknowledgement. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. From SJSU, Vice President of Associated Students, Chima Nwokolo. Academic Senate Representative, Julia Curry. College of Graduate Studies Associate Dean for Inclusive Student Success, Amy Leisenring. From the College of Social Sciences, Associate Dean Lois Takahashi, Associate Dean Clifton Oyamat, Department Chairs, African American Studies, Travis Boyce, Chicano Studies, Ella Diaz, Economics, Ray Liu, History, Libra Hildy, the School of Planning, Policy, and Environmental Studies, Catherine Cushing, Sociology and Interdisciplinary Social Sciences, Natalie Boero. Political Science, Lawrence Quill. Justice Studies, Paul Nepper. Let's recognize our distinguished platform party. Thank you. Platform party, you may be seated as we welcome the president back to the podium.
Thank you. So it is now my privilege to introduce this morning's guest speaker. Judge Robert R. Rigsby serves on the Superior Court of the District of Columbia. He was first appointed by President George W. Bush in 2002 and unanimously confirmed by the Senate. He was reappointed for a second term in 2017, receiving a unanimous, well-qualified rating. Before joining the bench, Judge Rigsby served as Attorney General for the District of Columbia, managing a $48 million budget and all legal matters for the city. He's a retired U.S. Army colonel with 33 years of service. He made history as the first judge to deploy full-time to a combat zone. Judge Rigsby is a distinguished educator and global advocate for judicial training, with honors including the Bronze Star Medal, the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, and the Distinguished Alumni Tower Award from San Jose State University. He is married to Chief Judge Anna Blackburn Rigsby and is deeply involved in his civic, academic, and faith communities. Audience, Spartans, please join me in welcoming Judge Robert Rigsby.
All right. Good morning, Spartans. Oh, come on, y'all. Good morning, Spartans. That's what I'm talking about. Today is not a good day. It is a great day. I want to thank the best president of any university in America for that introduction. Let's give it up for our president. And for the best dean that I think I've seen in about 30 or 40 years. Before I start, where are all the second lieutenants that are out there? Army and Air Force, where are you guys that just got commissioned? Are you out there? 45 years ago, I got commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Army after my sophomore year here at San Jose State, and it just seems like yesterday. It's truly an honor to stand here before you today. Today is not a good day, it is a great day. I'd like to begin by saying congratulations on your graduation. This day represents an enormous milestone in your lives and is an incredible achievement for each of you. I feel extraordinarily blessed to be here at my alma mater and to share time with all of you. It brings me so much joy to look out and see so many bright young individuals that have had the opportunity to grow and develop at the school. I firmly believe that San Jose State instills in its graduates the necessary qualities needed for a successful life. In fact, not only do I firmly believe this, I know it does, having had the opportunity to graduate from such a great institution. But before we celebrate you, class of 2025, I want to take another moment to recognize the people who helped make this day possible. Again, I'm talking about the parents, the families, the mentors, the professors, the friends, the people who showed up for you time and time again, who encouraged you when you wanted to give up and pushed you when you couldn't see the finish line. So again, let's not only give them a round of applause, y'all, let's give them a standing ovation for all that they've done to ensure that you graduated today. Stand up and give it up for your family and friends. Wave to them. Now, to the graduates. Go ahead and yell it out, come on. Now to the graduates. Go ahead and yell it out. We've only got another 3 hours to go, okay? I should have started this. Now to the president said dinner will be served shortly, okay, so I gotta hurry up, okay? Now to the graduates, this is your moment. You've earned it, you've worked for it. You didn't just arrive at this day, you climbed your way here, and we're all standing in awe of what you've accomplished. Standing here is more than just a professional honor for me, it's deeply personal. Many years ago, I said exactly where you are, excited, nervous, and full of questions. What comes next? Will I make it? What kind of impact will I have? And while much has changed since then, one thing has remained constant. San Jose State University continues to provide you with the tools needed to make an impact on this world around you. My parents taught my brother and I that if we worked hard, we could achieve anything. But most importantly, they taught us that achievement is not to make an impression on the world, it's to make an impact on it. You see, every journey begins with a first step, and you're about to take your first step into the unknown. Back when my journey began, I didn't have all the answers, and quite frankly, I still don't. But what I did have, and what you now have, is a community that believed in me, a university that equipped me, and a set of values that I carried with me long after the diploma was framed. Through your education at San Jose State, you've now peeked through the many doors available to go through in life. Each of these doors represent a specific journey you could take. Starting tomorrow, your life will be different. As you take your next steps beyond graduation, you will find yourself in all kinds of situations, collaborating in meetings, learning how to share your ideas with the world, and connecting with people in ways that might surprise you. Each experience will challenge you to grow and adapt in new ways. Through it all, know that you have been prepared and are ready to make an impact on the world, and not just an impression. This university has always been more than buildings and books. It's a launch pad. It's where many of us learn not just what we wanted to do, but who we wanted to be. You learned how to think critically, act ethically, and lead boldly. You discover what it means to stand for something, even when it's hard. You graduate today into a world that's changing fast, and let's be honest, it's not always easy out there. It's noisy, it's complicated, but that's exactly why we need you, because you have something powerful, a voice, a perspective, a purpose. As an alum, I've watched with pride as this institution has evolved, expanding opportunity, embracing diversity, and championing resilience. You graduate today from a university that has promoted values of excellence, integrity, diversity, and community as a compass to keep you on the course in a world that is complex, fast-moving, and in constant flux. This university celebrates a word that most people in America have forgotten for whatever reason: diversity. 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 You, class of 2025, have succeeded on so many different levels and have each grown into passionate and driven people. This graduating class reflects the vibrant, diverse fabric of the world. You are about to enter a world that you will, in fact, change. You've grown up in a global society, one more interconnected and interdependent than ever before. You understand that your voice doesn't just echo in your own community, it could resonate around the world. But this process, like any other watershed moment, does not happen alone. Now, allow me to briefly speak to your soul from mine. You've achieved a great deal, but to paraphrase the saying, to whom much is given, much is expected. As you step forward in life, remember that your degree is not just a ticket to personal success, it's a call to service, a call to action. Keep chasing your dreams, but don't forget the people who are still struggling to climb the ladder you've just ascended. Don't forget where you came from, and don't forget your obligation to help others. You've heard plenty of people tell you that community service is important. Now, I'll tell you a bit about my family's service. My father was a cook at the California Maritime Academy, where I grew up in Vallejo, California. He was a cook at the Maritime Academy with a third-grade education from Huntsville, Texas. He taught me about hard work, perseverance, and the importance of family and country. To my father, voting was essential, and although my dad could not read or write, he never let an election go by without voting. He would take my brother and I along, and we would read the ballot to him so he could cast his vote every single year. For those of you who think your vote doesn't matter, I want you to remember one thing, and please never forget this, that even if you don't get involved in the political process, I promise you the political process will get involved in your life. Watch the news, everybody. As for my mother, well, she was the greatest mother of all time. She was involved in the community, in our church, and took the lead in teaching my brother and I about the importance of community and looking out for each other. With just a high school education from Oklahoma, my mom was a vocational nurse at Napa State Hospital. She brought her sense of compassion with her wherever she went. She was always feeding people. She'd meet people at church or on the street and have them to stop by the house for a meal. It was a rare Sunday that it was just my mother, my father, and my brother and I. She would feed the poor, give clothes to those in need, and then drive people to work, church, or school. She gave toys to kids. She even found time to open a food bank. My mom always did the right thing. She was always there for you. She was always giving of herself and her time. She had a genuine care for other people. Her motivation was pure, honorable, and worthwhile. Her reward was helping the sick, converting a frown into a smile, and making the hungry full. Her being, her wonderful soul, was reflected in all of her actions. This was her service. But service comes in many forms. James Baldwin once said, "I love America more than any other country in the world, and exactly for this reason, I insist on the right to criticize her perpetually. To love your country, truly love it, is to commit yourself to making it a better place, to challenge it, to hold it accountable to its ideals. This kind of love demands something of each and every one of you today. Today, I ask you, will you give and what will you sacrifice in order to make this country better? What injustice will you speak out against? What community will you serve? What change will you dare to make? Be comfortable in being uncomfortable and tackle the most pressing problems you see before you. We live in a time of enormous consequence. Your generation has already led some of the most vital conversations of our time, and now it's time to add your voice to those discussions. The courage you've shown already gives me tremendous hope and a lot of pride, but there's still, ladies and gentlemen, much more work to do. The philosopher John Locke warned, "Where the rule of law ends, tyranny begins." Never forget that justice is not self-sustaining and democracy is not self-correcting. You now are the stewards of the future, and the world needs your voice, your values, your actions more than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, the road ahead won't be easy, and life will test you over and over and over again. But if there's one thing I know about San Jose State graduates, it's that you know about service, sacrifice, and commitment. You know how to keep going when others have stopped. You know how to rise to the top. You know the very essence of perseverance. You see, success is not defined by your title or your salary. It's measured by the people you uplift along the way. Service is not a detour from success. It is success. Will you answer that call to service? I believe it is your ethical, legal, and moral obligation to do so. It's a funny thing that when you give selflessly of yourself to your community and to your country, the returns to your soul are greatly increased. The currency, of course, is the warm, gratifying feeling of not just doing, but doing the right thing. This payment is like no other, for it enriches your very being and your inner core. In this day and age, this is the sort of service that we need. Commitment to each other, commitment to our community, commitment to our great country. I, for instance, have had the privilege of being in public service throughout my entire adult life. After college and law school, I served on active duty in the United States Army, deployed around the world. We got some Army folks out there. Okay. I had the privilege of meeting, learning from, and working with many fine soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. After serving with these young heroes in war and in peacetime, the images and messages of dedication, sacrifice, and courage are still fresh in my mind. Serving with such fine men and women directly impacted my character and influenced how I behave in and outside of my courtroom. My commitment to fairness as I administer justice has been cemented in me. My point to you, graduates, is that it is your choice of how you contribute, your place of worship, the environment, the political process. The means to the worthy end is for you to choose. Just make sure that you do something for your community and our great nation. When you show up for others, when you fight for fairness, and when you give of your time and talent to something greater than yourself, you make an impact and not just an impression. You see, impressions come and go, but impacts last forever. They are life-altering and life-changing. That is how real change happens, not through grand gestures, but through consistent, committed actions. So go out and serve, lead, speak, question, uplift, be bold, be intentional, be committed to something greater than yourself. Make an impact, not just an impression. As I close, I want to leave you with a few final points. Believe in yourself. Set high expectations and never stop pursuing greatness. When you fall, get up, dust yourself off, and try again. As Cesar Chavez wisely said, if you're not frightened that you might fail, you'll never do the job. If you are frightened, you'll work like crazy. Let that fear fuel your efforts. Let it push you to do something greater than the comfort of mediocrity. Remember, there is no shame in trying, failing, and trying again. Small progress is still progress. Today, you're not walking away with a degree. You carry with you lived experiences, new perspectives, and a fire that cannot and will not be extinguished. You are the legacy of sacrifices made, the triumph of challenges overcome, and the promise of goals not yet reached. Your setbacks, your triumphs, your sacrifices, and persistence have shaped you in turn and have made you able to make an impact in the world. Remember, your setbacks are setups for future success. I leave you now with two challenges that I hope that you will use in pursuing your life's goals. First, I challenge you to make a difference and change the world in some way, shape, or form. Change the world. Second, and I think most importantly, I challenge you to make an impact, not just merely an impression. I challenge you to make an impact, class of 2025, not just an impression. I challenge you all now to go out and change the world. Go out and change the way we are viewed in the world. Go out and make that impact and not just impression. God bless you all, and congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you so much, Judge Rigsby, reminding us of the significance of impact and using your voice to support everything that you have before you. It is a joy to continue celebrating this extraordinary milestone with all of you. Today, you're going to officially join our mighty alumni network, 333,000 Spartans strong, with over 7,300 of you graduating this week. We are sending new leaders, thinkers, and doers into every corner of the world. And now you are part of that global Spartan legacy. San Jose State has long been a hub for next-generation discovery, innovation, and transformation. Our graduates are grounded in a culturally rich community, and they're ready to accelerate forward as they become visionary leaders. Today, we celebrate a graduate whose journey reflects this spirit, Grace Vincent. Grace completed her degree in aerospace engineering through ROTC, and she's now among the first Spartans to be accepted into the U.S. Space Force, our nation's newest branch dedicated to advancing innovation, technology, and exploration beyond Earth's atmosphere. Her achievements exemplify what it means to be visionary and transformative. It reflects San Jose State's commitment to pioneering new frontiers and fostering leadership in new fields. When I speak with students, I tell them, you are living through an age of intelligence prompted by advances in technology. You'll experience an exciting life very differently than those before you, and more of you will work and live in space during your lifetime. Grace is symbolic of a future that's already here, and the Spartans continue to be builders and leaders in space and beyond. As I look out at today's graduates, I see innovators, leaders, and change makers, the first in your family to earn a college degree, those who have pushed the boundaries of research, launched businesses, performed on global stages, and stepped up as community leaders. Wherever your path leads you, from the field to the lab, to the classroom, to the creative studio, or the boardroom, you are the next wave of bold thinkers and doers ready to shape the world. As the judge said, your next chapter begins today. Wherever you go, let that same spirit of courage, curiosity, and leadership guide you forward. Congratulations, class of 2025. Okay, I am delighted now to turn things over to Provost Vincent Del Casino, our Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, to begin the conferral of degrees.
All right, let's get to the most important part. It's time to get this party started. It is absolutely exciting to be here and to be part of this conversation. As the Provost and Chief Academic Officer, I'm about to impart on you your last lesson as graduates, so pay attention. Each one of you is going to be invited to cross the stage. A professional photographer is going to capture an image of each graduate. Those images are going to be sent via an email. You should open it. Your family wants to see those photos. We ask that the family and friends remain in their seats throughout the proceeding. We also ask our graduates to return to their seats after they have crossed the stage and remain seated for the remainder of the ceremony so that each of your fellow graduates receive the recognition they deserve. Now, if you don't follow these directions, no degree for you. So last lesson, I'm the Chief Academic Officer. I got power. Now, for the graduate students, you're over here, you gotta pay attention. You're gonna get hooded. We don't want anyone injured during this process. So please engage your core. You need to get down so they can put the hood on you. Very important, right? We don't want anyone hurt in the making of this evening. After that, you will shake the president's hand, and then you will take a photograph over here. If you fail at any of these tasks, no degree for you. At the conclusion, and only at the conclusion, the president of the university will administer the degree conferral, recognizing the hard work of everyone involved. So with that, I think we are meant to get started. So President, I have the pleasure to present the candidates for the master's degree and baccalaureate degree from the class of 2025. Will all candidates approach the stage?
Now presenting candidates for the Master of Arts in Chicana and Chicano Studies.
Jesus Leon Pantoja. Yesenia Peña. Teresa Quiros Moya.
Jennifer Campos Lopez.
Maria Guadalupe Marin del Llano.
Now presenting candidates for the Master of Arts in Economics.
Hannah Elizabeth Keller. Mai Kalrawang.
Lizette Morales Barajas.
Nina Hill. Victoria Marie Blanchard.
Shuhen Yang.
Marilyn Pham. Christopher Joseph Schaefer.
Lydia Durunguma Olukade.
Now presenting candidates for the Master of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies. Basil Saleh. Now presenting candidates for the Master of Arts in History.
Eric Norby.
Michelle Shanalek.
Now presenting candidates for the Department of Justice Studies, which include the Master of Science in Criminology and the Master of Science in Justice Studies.
Quinn Van Tran Stanoff.
Elizabeth Victoria Evans. Ileana Naomi Chasso. Clarissa Guevara. Everett Thomas Glynn.
Jocelyn Roman Roque. Alexandra Nava Leon.
Erica Renee Powell.
Asia Adriana Cox.
Basha Sierra Jones.
Brittany Ann Weeks Binnell. Anthony Taz Thomason. Kenia Silva Garcia.
Robert Joseph Zapien Melendez. Andrea Gabriela Sosa Castro.
Now presenting candidates in the School of Planning, Policy, and Environmental Studies, which includes the Master of Arts in Environmental Studies, Master of Arts in Geography, Master of Urban Planning, Master of Science in Geographic Information Science, and Master of Public Administration.
Kinsara Garg.
Mojgun Mahtizadeh. Bradley A. Spino.
Alexander Sergeyevich Ivanov. Claudia Silvana Damiani Fontana.
Maritza Magallanes.
Miranda Burciaga.
Kua Vang.
Turing Dondup.
Alia Zareen Bashadi.
Ariana Perez.
Chris Kaur.
Henri Brion.
Kyle Mason Posey.
Xiang Xiang.
Alondra Macias.
Maxwell Belote Broussard.
Melanie Gopal Patel.
Victor Huynh.
Ingrid Salazar.
This now concludes the master candidates in the College of Social Sciences. Now presenting candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in African American Studies.
Imani Elon Hayes.
Malik Josiah Williams. David Eugene Wilson.
Now presenting candidates for the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in Economics.
Aditi Ahmed Hassan. Megan Kim Lone Doe. Hala Bakir, cum laude.
David Kosai Nakamoto.
Ray Fajardo.
Eva Spindler. Diane Vu.
Angelica Araceli de la Torre.
Jimena Ortiz. Hannah Xiaoshu.
Quan Ji Nguyen, summa cum laude.
Kieran Evan Iams McGuire.
Justin Miles Murillo.
Ashwin Ram Chokalingam.
Aritra Bera.
Hosna Ramzi, summa cum laude.
Awab Kadura. Carlos Bernabe.
Terrence Wang.
Oscar Delgado.
Valeria Alexandra Polillo. Angelo Catrich Makayan, summa cum laude. Sinan Under.
Edgar Rivera Garcia.
James Nguyen.
Matthew Mateo.
Aiden Jack Franzen. Edan Balau, cum laude. Jacob Timothy Ayers, magna cum laude. Alexis Lopez.
Kevin Zaragoza.
Zachariah Zinfandel Mendoza.
Jonathan Lau, cum laude. Brian Choi, cum laude. Andrew Chan.
Jerry Walser.
Johnny Hu.
Haoming Yu, cum laude.
Alejandro Carapia.
Victoria Martelli, summa cum laude.
Jason Labrador.
Now presenting candidates in the School of Planning, Policy, and Environmental Studies, which includes the Bachelor of Arts in Geography, Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Global Studies, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Studies, and Bachelor of Science in Geographic Information Science.
Allison Marie Rickman, cum laude.
Victoria Munoz.
Lily Grace Stewart. John Francis Parsons. Dylan Samuel Tucker. Edgar Montoya.
Melissa Ann Canales.
Anjana Supriya, cum laude.
Kayla Leanne Schwind, cum laude.
Sarah Al-Kadim.
Matthew Wayne Maston.
Jared Jimenez.
Arvind Madhav.
Vaibhav Gopalakrishnan, cum laude.
Elia Johnson Martinez.
Raquel Romero Martinez, summa cum laude.
Zanita N. Dolly.
Malvika Malhotra, magna cum laude.
Simon Jan Maranges.
Matthew Kaiwa Lee, summa cum laude.
Weston D. Shee Gillum.
Evelyn Amada Hinojosa.
Jovan Pablo Guzman.
Evelyn Quiroz Osorio.
Jillian Nicole Clavette.
Jonathan Milan Matson.
Luis Israel Cruz.
Now presenting candidates for the Department of History, which include the Bachelor of Arts in History and the Bachelor of Arts in Social Science.
Alana Love Hazen, cum laude.
Sam Rios Sanchez, summa cum laude. Alexander Patrick Quick. Robin J. McMahon. Dylan Shackelford.
Kyle Ross Albert.
Alexander Rios, cum laude.
Emily Antonia Papadakis Van Doren. Angel Villarule. Martin Wynn.
Ronaldo Laura, summa cum laude. Diego Dustin Charest.
Karen Anayi Castillo Pisano.
Jennifer Aguilar Villalbazo, magna cum laude.
Kenneth Reyes.
Jacob Allen de Vera.
Daniel Matthew Pedroza Cabales.
Derek Lay, summa cum laude.
Angelica Monique Ortiz.
Jade Rose Collins, summa cum laude.
Now presenting candidates for the Department of Justice Studies, which includes Bachelor of Science in Forensic Science and Bachelor of Science in Justice Studies.
Mariam Roshdi, magna cum laude.
Miley Gillis, magna cum laude.
Caitlin Pantaleon.
Jasmine Gonzalez Lemus, summa cum laude. Jocelyn Gonzalez Lemus, summa cum laude.
Emma Nolasco.
Alyssa Priya Green. Maggie Chi Huang.
Karina Renee Bracero.
Lisbeth Nava, magna cum laude.
Monica Chu, cum laude.
Duarte Steve Martins.
Paloma V. Trujillo.
Sarayi Azamar.
Angelica Chavez, cum laude. Ricardo Gamboa Trinidad. Alexandra Joyce Cavenecia Villacorta.
Noah Anthony Sanchez. Vanessa Perez.
Eva Koshetsova, magna cum laude. Frida Paula Huizar. Malia Monet Brito, summa cum laude.
Andrea Manjeres Tamayo.
Priscilla Aramburo.
Allison Nayeli Rivera. Haman Sanda.
Gideon Andre Chafee.
Anayeli Montes Viveros.
Fatima Saida Balki.
Daniela Montebello Escoreño.
Shayla Sky Moriko Sugai, cum laude. Vanessa Valenzuela.
Komal Preet Kaur Bajwa, cum laude. Jacob Badvelio Huizar.
Andrea Alonso Mendoza, cum laude.
Leni Ariana Martinez Nieves.
Nicole Stefan.
Grace Sofia Hernandez. Kevin Manuel Chavez Vasquez.
Brenda Deanna Vargas. Tai Soren Urabe.
Danielle Elise Lacroix.
Juan Lopez. Jesus Eduardo Leon Navarro. Carolina Cardenas Ibarra. Valeria Flores. Karen E. Alvarez. Leslie Hernandez Castaneda, cum laude. Carmen Delyn Anderson, magna cum laude. Natalia Belen Cardenas. Andy Contreras. Jonathan Ventura Don Diego. Alejandro Cortez Hernandez.
Eduardo Rodriguez.
Ivan Pantoja Zuniga. Miroslava Palomo Ramirez.
Catherine Andrea Lopez. Lexi Carbajal.
Ruben Andres Ortiz.
Chelsea Luna, summa cum laude.
Claudia Yulisa Villagomez Lara.
Priscilla Isabella Avalos, summa cum laude.
Ana Maria Perez.
Fatima Escalada Bustamante, cum laude. Kimberly Rosario Aguilar. Alexandria Campos.
Tyrell Javon Sturgis Kofer.
Jasmine Christine Asensio.
Norma Angelica Zaragoza.
Alondra Citlali Garcia. Juan Raymond Gutierrez.
Carla Isabel Suarez.
Esmeralda Santos.
Luz Elena Morales Cervantes.
Dan Reiko Arashiro.
Adriana Hamzari Pliego. Azalea Perez.
Emily Fernandez Alamillo.
Alina Renee Rodriguez. Rocio Ruiz.
Isai Rodriguez.
Kiera Simone Luke.
Jenna M. Jagielski. Morgan Elizabeth Jameson.
Arie Danza Harper.
Maurice Lamdoul.
Nicolas Julian Mendoza.
Elizabeth Nguyen Hong.
Anna Dang.
Kayla Fung An Lei, cum laude.
Bryant Bao Tran.
Joseph Mario Beltramo. Julian Chavez.
Mark Brian Larinaga.
Isaac Torres.
Evan Elliott.
Christopher James Woodfull.
Michael Cucanego.
Robert Charles Smith. Juan Andrew Sanchez.
Heidi Marilyn Aguilar Tobar.
Sophia Konechny, summa cum laude. Caitlin Taylor Hines.
Serena Huang, cum laude. Nicholas Hewells.
Tang Fung Lee.
Randy Guzman.
Ivan Perez.
Krista Lazzotti.
Emma Noelia Martinez.
Kenneth Hoang. Amalia Herrera Benitez. Giovanni Baltazar. Arlette Yanil Aguayo Uribe. Valerie Bribieska.
Benjamin Smyers, magna cum laude.
Jimmy Lay.
Michelle Robles.
Monica Salgado Gonzalez. Alexis Ortiz.
Alexis Lopez Guevara. Jacob Yair Carrasco.
Megan S. Muravez. Zachary Thomas Smay. Giselle Rodriguez. Alec Noland. Maria de la Luz Renteria Sandoval.
Dalia Cruz Carvajal.
Ryan Harrison, magna cum laude. Vivian Jade Berenson.
Talia Dartania Brown. Janelle Ray Cornelio, magna cum laude.
Mamta Corpano.
Vivian Perez, cum laude. Vanessa Jeanette Martinez George.
Melissa Mendoza Lucena, magna cum laude.
Dhruv Arya Tyagarajan, magna cum laude. Richard Rico, cum laude. Noe Eduardo Zuniga. Samuel Wong. Noe Maldonado. Seraphine Rubio. Lawrence Daniel Reyes, cum laude.
Omar Fimbres.
Martin Quintana. Trinity Jalen Zeraldo, cum laude.
Jennifer Guadalupe Gonzalez, cum laude. Ernesto Chavez, cum laude.
Crystal Mendoza.
Raquel Esteban Campos, summa cum laude.
Cassidy Lacana Key.
Felicia M. Vargas.
Connie Vences.
Yadira Guadalupe Briceno Moreno, magna cum laude.
Sharon Ng, cum laude. Angelica Renee Villanueva.
Natalie Nicole Alfaro.
Maximilian Lintao Tamayo.
Jose L. Alcantar, Jr.
Brandon Emilio Medal.
Dana Cruz.
Nu An Nguyen, magna cum laude.
Emily Margaret Benson, cum laude. Stephanie Arizmendi Hernandez.
Julian Jeremiah Marmolejo.
Muzakir Ali Khan.
Rosa Elia Mendoza.
Kayla Diaz Toledo.
Georgina McCutcheon, cum laude. Mariana Alejandra Ramirez Diaz.
Rachel Alexa Rosario Gonzalez. Samantha Rose Kwan. Brini's Espinoza. Allison Stacy Govea.
Karina Jasmine Perez.
Alondra Vanegas Martinez.
Tamia Ayana Canada, magna cum laude. Diana Alexandra Jacobo Capilla.
Now presenting candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Political Science.
Cyrus Colon. Victor Hugo Campa.
Is that okay?
Aden Abdirahman Dirie, cum laude.
Chima Nokolo, cum laude.
James William Demertsis, summa cum laude.
Anthony Jesse Medina Alvarez, magna cum laude.
Gabriel Evans, cum laude.
Amalie Isabel Yepes, cum laude.
Robert Dean Laws, cum laude.
Maya Angelica Hernandez.
Faith Amor Montes de Oca.
Anais Sofia Pacheco.
Malek Diaz.
Christian Wortham. Mariano Rafael Ron. Yasmin Natali Ortiz del Castillo.
Arianel Martinez Sedano.
Cristina Pina Mendoza.
Eliana Nicole Olivas. Oswaldo Rafael Ramos, summa cum laude.
Colin Diego Davis.
Syed Mushtaba.
Graciela Saldamando Marcial, cum laude.
Kaylani Weber Cummings.
Alyssa Ezeroma. Carlos Perez Flores, cum laude. Naya Yvette Flynn.
Luis Elias Vasquez Aguayo. Jason Eugene Ross, Jr. Keishan Mon, cum laude.
Michelle Elizabeth Ronolo.
Gisela Corona Torres, cum laude.
José Manuel Mondragon Pacheco. Irfan Mohammed, summa cum laude.
Samantha Natsalane Rodriguez.
Arais Mariah Chavez.
Bianca G. Bail Salvatierra.
Veronica Louise Simmons.
Scarlett Ruth Smiley, magna cum laude.
Sienna Marie Moore. Wahab Qasim Salemi, summa cum laude.
Anja Grato. Samuel Marzok Agjib.
Amelie Serrano.
Jorge Augusto Casas Cuellar.
Ethan John Thangayan.
Ryan J. Tayo Pats.
Mikhail B. Bermejo.
Now presenting candidates in the Department of Sociology and Interdisciplinary Social Sciences, which includes the first graduates of the new Bachelor of Arts in Asian American Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, and the new Bachelor of Arts in Women, Gender, and Sexuality Studies.
Paulina Lisbeth Ochoa Ochoa.
Kaylee Grace Kwong, magna cum laude.
Molly Alfino. Miranda Page Badar Baklig, cum laude.
Emilia Hostrand, cum laude.
Kayla Fortenberry, summa cum laude.
Anissa Almaguer.
Mariah Elisa Norris, summa cum laude.
Emily Milligan.
Nina Huynh.
Ashley Sadaf Nuri, summa cum laude.
Lamis Saleh.
Rose E. Gamble, summa cum laude. Melissa Renee Beltran, cum laude.
Natalie Villa. Alexis Madeline Villa.
Carmen Berenice Barrios Lopez, magna cum laude.
Carolina Torres, magna cum laude.
Gladys Ruby Caldera Medrano.
Henny van Schaik.
Dylan Jeremiah Sanchez, cum laude.
Juan Ramon S. Galindo, cum laude. Amanda Mary Cruz Flores, magna cum laude. Genesis Glendy Figueroa. Giselle Garcia.
Eliza S. Smitty.
Jennifer Lynn Timoyen.
Crystal Gutierrez.
Emily Noy Socasiam.
Selena H. Fesaitu.
Maria E. Valenzuela.
Regia Iftihar. Tom Keelan.
Redden Will Molina.
Karen Reyes. America Guadalupe Nunez Martinez.
Leonor Serna.
Antonio Gutierrez.
Leslie Quevedo. Simone Grace Pond, summa cum laude. Joanna Ruiz Plasencia.
Emily Calderon.
Jessica V. Wynn, cum laude.
I like having you here because you're a pro. Thank you for being here.
Yadira Barojas Ramirez, cum laude. Aiden Armando Arteaga.
Luis Fernando Ruiz.
Luis Manuel Luna. Boon Hat Tanla, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Jade Ho. Xochitl Fernanda Hernandez.
Angel Jeremias Soto Peña.
Frida Salas, magna cum laude.
Sarah Manal Ismaili, magna cum laude.
Cole Alexander Mitchell.
Rachel Carolina Abeta, cum laude. Blair Bungie. Eileen T. Lee, magna cum laude. Cindy Wynn Din. Amy Mejia Leon.
Julieta Vargas.
Benjamin Yang.
Trevor Braulio Modesto.
Melissa Lucas Chavez. Esmeralda Granados.
Molina Sky Hammonds, cum laude.
Sarah Elizabeth Molina.
Joan Belmonte Baker, magna cum laude.
Jamaica D. Bridges. Michaela Collins Oliver, magna cum laude.
Destiny Muldrow.
Lindy Herr.
Queenie Ann Nguyen, cum laude.
Christian Adrian Espinoza.
Lisandra Ureña.
Valeria Macias. Jorge Padilla, cum laude.
Joshua Uduje.
Hannah Valeria Chavez Hernandez.
Youngrim Kim, summa cum laude.
Madeline Jean Sedkiar, magna cum laude.
Alyssa Janelle Remily, magna cum laude.
Amina Isabel Chelosmanovich. Elia M. Dueñas, cum laude. Mizelle Harantilia Ferrer, magna cum laude.
Stacy Liu. Aljacia Pilapil Alolor. Nathan Hu. Jessica L. Hurtado.
Dyrene Michelle Rivas. Kelly Alexia No.
Avalon M. Hatfield.
Luz Daniela Torres. Alexandria Jean Paule.
Susana Lopez Presas.
Alexandria Jean Paule.
Ava Huang.
Michelle Therese Montrose.
This now concludes the baccalaureate candidates on the College of Social Sciences. Congratulations to all graduates in the College of Social Sciences.
All right, you did it. You made it all the way across the stage. Congratulations. President, I am honored to certify that those individuals who have crossed the stage represent the students who have satisfactorily completed the requirements for their degree. I recommend that you confer upon these candidates their respective degrees.
Are you ready? I think there's a song that goes like that. Will all members of the class of 2025 who are candidates for degrees please stand if you're able? Members of the graduating class of San Jose State University, on the recommendation of the faculty of this university and by the authority vested in me by the state of California and by the Board of Trustees of the California State University system, I now confer upon each one of you your master's or baccalaureate degree with all the attendant rights, responsibilities, and distinctions. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left to symbolize the completion of your degree. Please remain standing as Rachel Nelson leads us in singing our alma mater, Hail, Spartans, Hail.
Hail, Spartans, hail, hail, gold, blue, and white. We pledge our hearts and hands to keep thy colors ever bright. Forward we go, we will not fail. Sing to our alma mater, hail, hail, hail.
That was wonderful. Thank you, Rachel. You are now forever a part of the San Jose State story. I look forward to all of you visiting the campus one day as proud alumni. Okay, graduates, you may be seated. But before we go, I want to thank the Commencement Planning Committee and our support services team for their great work to prepare our campus for today's special celebrations. I also appreciate all of the volunteers who gave their time to help make this moment special for our students and their families. Now I ask that you please remain in your sections until the platform party, faculty, and students have exited the arena. Thank you all for attending.
Thank you.